Good afternoon. Mine is very simple. I'm not standing up to teach or to preach because the room is filled with the converted. But first, a word to us, to the church, to the religious communities. As the General Secretary of the South African Council of Churches would say, that the prophetic voice without the disciplined action and reflection has only a noise value. So if we will continue to just echo the words, we're just making noise, and there will be no change. And so the call is to the people of faith that we need to take an immediate action. Right when I arrived here, I was in conversation with Shireen. Yes, that's right. And how is it possible that after 70 years, this story is little known? Because the religious people have pilgrimages of faith. And what those pilgrimages do, they affirm the Israelis as the people of God to whom the land was given to them by God. So it is the responsibility of the people of faith to reread their texts, to look at their own beliefs, to look at their own teachings and their own preaching, and ask themselves, what impact does it have on the lives of those who are oppressed, displaced, and whose children grow in those negative, damaging conditions. So the commitment of the South African Council of Churches is that, let alone politics, faith, religion, whatever you may call it, because those are the belief systems, but there is no one who has the right to oppress the other. And if you believe whatever name you attach to your belief systems, if you believe you have no right and you have no choice to allow your own actions to contribute to the oppression of the other. So we have to join hands, believing and non-believing people, to say the people of Palestine and Israel need to live together with justice, with peace and dignity. When we were in Bethlehem in 2017, the clear call that came from the Palestinian people is that, one, we are tired of the shallow Christian diplomacy. Because you say all these things and make as if you are with us. But then busloads of your people come here and affirm Israel. So if our gathering here will only make us feel good and sleep nice tonight, may God of life disturb you, that you have sleepless nights until you make a commitment to a praxis, to a disciplined action and ongoing reflection and sharing the story, and say to anyone in your area of influence, be it at work, be it in your own village, be it in your own any area of influence, and say, let us wake up the very place we call our holy land as the people of the household of Abraham, because the people of the Muslim faith, the people of the Jewish faith, the people of the Christian faith are the people of the household of Abraham. And lastly, the commitment we can make to our friends in Palestine is that we hear your call when you say, come and see. We're not asking you to take sides. Come and see, come and experience. Because you can never, ever set foot in Palestine and experience. Can I make one example? One example? Was it in Hebron? That street? Excuse the language. Where the Palestinian children grow up and on top are the Israelis, and they would stand there and peace on the heads of the Palestinians of any age. And you ask yourself, if children grow in that context, in that condition, what right will we have to say, don't be angry? Because they are forced to be angry. And then you also say, and actually they are not all Jewish, those soldiers. They come from, let me not get into politics. I said I'm not going to go to politics. You know, those child soldiers who are made to grow to disrespect other people, what will happen to them going forward? And when we met the ambassador from Israel, and he said this, and you're going to hear it, he said this: if we take our foot off the Palestinians are going to kill us. And then we said, we'll not get into your argument. We don't have time for that. But do you want your own children, your own grandchildren, to grow in a place of war and continue the very war that you are perpetuating? That's when he was quiet. And I didn't notice that on his desk were the photos of his 3 daughters. He started playing around with the photos of his 3 daughters. So whilst we lend our solidarity and support to the Palestinian people, the Israelis need to be liberated and made to feel human again. I don't know what we will do, but we have the commitment. 1, to spread the message, to teach, to reflect on our own prejudices, to look at our own religious texts, and to persuade people who are sponsored to go to Israel to say, go on to the other side as well. Thank you.